so most of you know that we did a rockathon already like a couple weeks ago, and that rockathon was to raise money for different people in the village that needed some assistance or just a little bit of help. We've all been in that situation. That's Orion talking to us. Anyway, we had so many people come out to help out that we actually had to do a second one because so many people had put their money out to have their song reviewed, but the internet kept cutting out and we had different situations, but we had already done 15 hours. So we came back for a second rockathon, and this is one of the videos from that. Again, you'll notice us getting a little bit tired, so have a little patience with us, but I think we did pretty good this time. So thanks for everybody for coming out to help out, and we were actually able to help somebody get in a situation where they were able to save their house. They didn't lose their house, and a couple other people that the stories are pretty cool. So yeah, shout out to you.
Produced by Cannibal Vegan.
Seeking Decomposition. Alert and carry out. Final excavation. The city is an enormous mass grave. Burning, dissolving, corrosives. Buried relatively whole. Lothario of cold blue bodies. Lothario of cold blue bodies.
Yikes. A Lothario is a man who behaves selfishly and irresponsible in his sexual
So the fun thing with
relationships
the serpent
women.
is
So that's an interesting thing. This song, when I remember right before I went to the hospital, I would listen or look at things that were designed to put me in a very, very dark state of mind, and I would do it on purpose. I mean, I was repulsed by it to a degree, but I would do it to put myself in a certain.
What?
Oh yeah. Right before I went to the hospital, because I'm crazy insomniac, so I'd be up 4, 5, 6 at night, and then in the morning, and then off to school, and I would be like in this haze because I had no sleep, but I was watching hours of that stuff at night. My mom,
Vin,
my
I
mom-
didn't know that.
oh yeah, she'd be like, "What you watching on the computer?" She I think she was hoping I was watching.
Oh.
Whatever, because that's what a normal, 16-year-old would do. But nah, I was watching, real dark stuff, which later on in my career for other stuff, like during, things, they'd have you watch things and track you and what was going on with your heart rate and stuff and see if you can whatever. And so it served me in that world. But yeah, so it just reminded me of that. And it was crazy because I was thinking to myself, 2 seconds ago, we were talking about empathy and and human suffering, and
I take it back. You're not an empathetic person.
and then yeah, well, that's the thing. That's why I say I'm not an empathetic person, because I can switch it on and off. Like
Yeah.
if I've been able to switch it off and to be able to do some pretty horrifying stuff. So, so that's kind of what the song reminded me of. It just kind of brought me back there to that type of situation. And good Lord, Rachel. There's a lot of stuff I could say, but I won't. Go ahead.
No, that's a no for me. I didn't like that. You know what? You're going to get your typical Christian response. That one made me feel very ill. I did not like that at all. I didn't like the pictures. Especially didn't like the one with the mouth and the bugs all in it. That was pretty gross.
Yeah.
And just
You're going to need that.
from what I understood of the song, I don't know. And I didn't even like what it sounded like. So it was really just like all together just...
Yeah, but it was a weird moment where I was kind of like hanging out with my 18, 19-year-old self and saying, I understand you and you're going to be okay. Like that was kind of like, it's a crazy moment.
That is interesting.
So, it's a 4 for me. I didn't really like the song and it wasn't very well produced. But I don't think it was meant to be well produced. I think it was meant to kind of evoke a certain type of feeling. I I kind of had a relapse back into that. Like somebody had sent me something. It was like the top 10 most disturbing songs ever.
Yeah.
And so you were asleep one time, and I went and steamed up the shower and kind of just listened through them just to see if I still kind of had that switch, and I do. So yeah, there you go. Weird stuff.
And you did that why?
Just to see, you know. I think it's ways of working through some stuff. Like when you the world's a very horrifying place, man, and like people are capable of doing really terrible things, and it's trying to reconcile myself to myself. I think weird stuff.
That is interesting.
Yeah,
I've never heard you say any of these things before.
Yeah, so there you go, Rachel. Thank you. It's a 4 for me. Would you give it?
At the same time, no, thank you. That's a 2 for me.
Okay.